Well, you're always relieved to get 4 points. Yeah.
Was it more of a slog, did you think, was going to be?
Oh, look, the conditions really surprised me, to be honest. I mean, it hasn't rained for 2 days, and clearly, the sprinklers were on the ground this morning to soften the pitch, and it was just, well, you saw it. It was like it'd been raining, so that's disappointing, to be honest. And we picked a tall front half, and I'm not sure why it certainly wasn't just due. When I rolled up tonight, it was just wet underfoot. So that's a concern. Maybe it's an overreaction to their hardness and Ablett, maybe, So that was disappointing, to be honest, from my point of view. I don't know if I represent everyone else, but I think you've got a right to expect it hasn't rained for 2 days to be a bit better than that. So, which made it a slog. I mean, you saw the ball just slipping through, and it was more than due to be not beating around the bush. So once we sort of come to grips with that, thought we jumped out the blocks really well, and then they come back late, and then we were sort of scratchy. I thought everyone just fought. I thought it was a nothing game in the second and the third. 3 50-metre penalty goals, which we gave away, which were there. So that was the lack of discipline was a bit of a concern. And then, but to be honest, with Sam Fisher under a little bit of duress, he showed great character. And I just thought we changed the structure a bit at 3/4 time and just made them defend and just made it a one-on-one contest everywhere. And lo and behold, we dominated contested ball, entries, and 11 shots on goal. I just thought we dominated the last quarter, but that's what we should do for the sort of team we're aiming to be, and probably where they're at in their development. But to come to the Gabba under those sort of conditions and the humidity, and obviously not in form, it's a pretty courageous and under pressure 3/4 time. I think you see the heart still beats a bit, and I think we take a bit out of that. How much, I'm not too sure. But, Smith and Stanley and Stephen and Armitage get to see what the business is about. They buy some experience and they understand where they need to improve. And I think probably for me to finish, I think some of our good players or top liners really got going. I thought Dale broke his tag and in the end dominated that last quarter, and Goddard, Montagna, all our leaders, Rewald, Dawson, everyone stood up, So, and hence you dominate a quarter. So normally we've been like that for 2 years, those sort of players doing that. So maybe they've turned the corner a little bit as well, but it's a great sign for our fitness sort of getting there as well. Thanks, guys.
What happened in that second quarter? You went from 5 goals to 4 goals playing pretty good footy.
Yeah. I think it's just become a slog. Yeah, it just become a slog, slippery, wet, freak. It was just an unattractive, I don't know unattractive, but it was a bit sluggish, so no one could take the ball or kick it or execute. And as I said, really, I think the conditions played a strong part.
Will you be putting a letter of complaint in?
Me?
Yeah, not you, the football club.
No, we don't complain. I'm just presenting the facts. It was a bit strange, but that's okay. Yeah, so look, we take out of those things I said, so probably unless you've got any other questions, I thought I summarised it.
Just a quick one on Cozzy, your thoughts. I mean, tough game, probably tough conditions for him, but how did he pull up?
Well, they're still pulling up.
Yeah. Well, he got through the game.
He's uninjured, so.
When you said your expectations for him over the next month?
Well, the same as for everyone. Give great effort and play your role.
Can I ask you a question about 2 players? You're talking about ill discipline. What do you say to a guy like Adam Schneider?
So pull your head in. I say pull your head in.
Yeah. And where's Sam?
Well, you can't take him off because you haven't got time or the interchange rotation.
And
so.
And Sam Gilbert probably more so.
I say pull your head in. Yeah, what would you say to him?
Are you all right? You think all right, Sam Gilbert?
No.
He was a really good footballer last year.
I think it's too easy to revert back to the off-summer,
Is it?
I think so. I think it's abstract and not relevant, and sometimes people get reported, sometimes they give away 50s, and I still thought he played pretty well overall, so maybe the hometown factor, maybe Rello's watching, I don't know. And I think maybe we're all being a bit frustrated, when you get frustrated, and it's the ability to control your emotions, so give up a good lead, we're in a slog, and a bit frustrated, but it's a big ground and it's tough, and I thought we displayed great character in the end. I think we take, you talk about momentum shifts, and I think that can play a role that quarter. But we've got Adelaide next week, so we're back-to-back interstate. To come and win interstate is always hard, particularly at the Gabba. So, and when you're fighting for form, and so it's important. So it was good. was good and gives us a little bit more of a foundation. How much we take out of it, I don't know, but I think we take a bit. How much, I don't know. So yeah, it was, in the end, it was good. It was good, withstanding everything else I've spoken about. Thanks.